uh, it's an odd feeling, as you do remember all of the things he said, as well as walking there and getting there. However, you don't remember ever walking back.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go find those two guys. What's his face? Forget.
Artax and Cascade.
Yeah, I was going to say, you
Okay.
gotta be way more specific
I
than
might
that.
have just put my phone in the... Oh, no, there. Never mind.
I'm gonna go find those two.
I'm gonna go look around.
He wants to attack me. Please.
Varun, as you are walking, as you're walking over to go meet up with Cascade and Artax, you watch as there are, as for some reason, more life has come around the area. You can see a few rabbits hopping around the camp, a few times being chased by a few of the Ironforged themselves, in a desperate attempt to get a little bit more food in their stomachs, that way in case they need it. But as you're walking to get to Artax, you're met by a butterfly landing directly on the face of your mask.
Oh. Okay, I guess I'll just kind of accept it. I mean, does it look weird?
As you look at it, why don't you go ahead and describe yourself?
What?
Alright, my description.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. Close.
Oh my god.
I was just
Oh,
gonna
no.
have you say it.
Oh,
I was
no.
just gonna have you say it.
Oh no.
Oh.
I don't
Okay.
realize what the typing was for.
Anyways, yeah, I'm sorry. It's obviously not a secret anymore. Anyways, it's a very nice blue wing, and as you kind of look a little closer on the wings, you see a little black mark on them in the shape of a bull's head.
Balls. Wait. Oh god, no. It's
The
like,
butterfly begins to grow!
it's like, oh no. I just wiped my face and banking. I was like, no.
A fully formed Minotaur pops up on top of you.
What is going on? I'm completely lost.
I get it. I instantly realized, I was like, oh no. No, my tent.
Huh.
Trox is just kind
That
of
is
like
Cascade's
standing on you at this point, looks down,
There's
puffs a
another
little
tent.
bit, and walks away.
As I scoop myself back together, I'm going to get back up. It's like, ow. Okay, that was... Okay, you can do that now.
Let's see.
Alright. Ow. As I walk back to the Artax or whatever.
I was gonna like play it out like it was just a random fucking butterfly.
Yeah, you tried to do what I did before, but
Gosh, Timmy.
Timmy blew it for you.
I'm sorry.
Timmy, you blew it.
I'm sorry.
Never mind.
Disadvantage for the rest of the game.
Yep.
Like my spaghetti joke last night.
Okay, so I go to those two. Are they there?
Sorry, I was doing something. As you walk up to them, you see both Artax and Cascade are kind of looking around, and they're looking at the new tent that wasn't there a few minutes ago. Correction, it wasn't there last time you were here. As well as the assistant standing there. He is behind him. Well, actually, they're under, so there's a worm with a head just kind of sticking up from the ground, standing in front of this tent.
Oh. Yeah, whatever. So, Cone's like, so, as I'm sure you realize, we got the librarian to agree to help. Also, how long were we gone? Because, the journey back we don't really remember. At least I don't.
He looks at you, and then looks over at Cascade, and what are you talking about?
I remember walking there. The librarian agreed to help. Or not librarian, but We got that old friend you wanted us. That old friend you wanted us to get agreed to help, and then somehow we came back.
You,
Stop.
how did you know I was gonna send you to do that? As you look over him, you do see that familiar map in his hand.
You know what? Whatever. We're going to the blacksmith's now.
How? He shakes his head a minute. Explain. How do you know where I'm going to be sending you?
I don't know. All right.
I saw it inside the tent.
It was like
guys,
was
I know
walking
all
away.
of our battle plans.
Just a second.
Magic.
He looks over. Artax looks over at Cascade. What the? And then he looks over as he's just now seeing the assistant for the first time. As he kind of takes a step back. Oh.
All right, we're going to the blacksmith's now, right, Bugs?
He looks over at you guys and then back at the assistant. And then he looks over at Cascade. He really needs to stop doing that. You guys are in camp for a little bit, as the assistant is technically a merchant, as well as the captains. I should have probably updated that. If you guys do ask, you can get items if you need them from these three.
You think they'd be willing to trade scrap metal for a light crossbow and a dagger?
You can ask from from the other timeline where you remember, from when you had been talking to Artax before. He did tell you that over here he offers. He's basically like a quartermaster. He is basically the one across closest to Trox. He's basically a quartermaster. The one on the other side of the camp, the archer, he basically serves as a general merchant, as he does get a lot of the other items he needs from, the main towns around the areas. And the assistant, you're not exactly sure what he sells, or what he offers to sell anyways. Could just ask him.
What did you say? Did you say this guy sold?
Vendor, like weapons.
Yes, that guy is basically like a quartermaster.
Not that we have enough gold, because I think that you didn't give us any gold last time, right? I mean, we did get experience, we did not get any gold.
Yeah, I have 0 gold. So.
He has not give you. He is not. Artax has not given you anything yet.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, then, does this guy spell? Let me try that again. Does that guy sell anything like any sort of things like gems and stuff like that I would need for some spells, or no? I don't have any gold to buy it yet, but I'm just asking.
Who are you talking about with who?
Probably the assistant.
Yeah.
Yep. The assistant, from what you can gather, from what you remember anyways, every once in a while, the assistant still does have his book. Every once in a while, you'll see it kind of sitting out in front of him as he's reading it.
Okay, if I was going to do anything, I want to talk to the quartermaster.
Okay. As you walk up to him, he looks up at you as he has a piece, as he is writing some stuff down on a piece of paper as he looks up at you. Yes, can I help you?
Yeah, I got this, I pulled out. I got a light crossbow and a dagger, and I don't really need these, but I do need metal. Specifically any kind of scrap metal I can use for crafting purposes. How much, or I suppose even gold would work. What are you willing to give me for these?
As he looks, you see him tuck the pencil into his waistcoat pocket, and then not waistcoat. You see him tuck the paper and the pencil into a small pouch on the side of his belt. He looks over the weapons. Let me see what I can find. As he takes them into the tent, he comes back out. A couple minutes pass. 2 minutes. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. As he does finally come out around the 12-minute mark, he comes out, and instead of having any form of metal, he has a piece of paper. And he walks over to you and he hands you this piece of paper. Next time you see old Jason? Yeah, Jason, right? Yeah, Jason. Give this to him. He'll give you more along the lines of the stuff that he gets directly from the smelters.
All right, I can work with that.
He does point to the paper a little bit. Do note that it doesn't exactly expire, but there is a number of uses you have. As you look down, the note says this. It says from the quartermaster. The person who has this letter is able to take a set amount of metal from the smelters before they go into crafting. However, this is only good for about 2 or 3 times. You'd be the judge of how many times he can actually take from this, but it's no more than 3.
I'm gonna go to John right now.
As you look around the camp to go find Jason, you can't find him. He's nowhere to be found.
Daggnabbit.
Of course not.
Where the hell's Jason?
So, JJ wanted to blow dart me before we took break, by the way.
I was just
Just
about to
saying.
bring that up.
Yeah,
Okay.
But I'm going to be more subtle about it than that.
I already saw it. I know what you're planning.
I mean, with the DM.
I saw what you're planning.
Okay.
So would I have a clear shot?
I'm literally right here.
Yeah. You would.
Alright. Then I'll just blow dart in the arm. Nah, that won't hit.
Nope.
So, May, as you're sitting here listening and watching Garun talk with this with the quartermaster, you feel a small tink of something hit your armor. As you look at it, you don't see anything, but as you look on the ground, you see a small dart.
Hold
I
on.
turned to Caradon because I saw him with the blowgun the other time. What
Did I
the
just
fuck?
see this happen? I'm standing right behind him.
Depends on where you're looking.
Okay.
It really does depend on where you're looking.
If you're looking at Artax and Cascade, then yes, you did see it.
Alright, I'm gonna hold out my hands. And...
Wait.
Yeah, I'm far away at
Oh,
this
no.
point, so you guys are on your own.
With a pop, a bowl is summoned behind Caradon.
Does 1 damage.
You monster.
You
He's gonna do
attacking
one
people again. The nice lady.
Alright. You have 3 intelligence. I can't argue with you.
So, yeah. Bull gonna charge.
Didn't even crack
Nice.
the AC. Ugh, yeesh.
Ain't that yours, though?
Oh well.
Yeah, you really should.
Caradon goes fucking flying.
Well, you don't go prone, but you still take damage.
Oh, well.
About 25.
Well.
That does math up to 25.
What, 8 plus 17?
Yeah, it's 25.
Oh, wait. Yeah, 25, yeah.
Well, see, now I have a problem. Because I need my calculator. There we go. I don't do math, I have calculators. Okay.
My way of the future.
Yeah. Well, and then I'll just look at Trox and then look at May and just like put the blowgun away.
Why keep attack?
She killed my family.
I did no such thing.
Well, the only other person who
Popcorn.
survived was you.
Why do you think I had anything to do with it? What makes you believe that, other than I am here with you? Unfortunately.
As you are
My
both
bad.
kind of arguing about this, you hear the loud shut of a book.
Oh.
And the assistant kind of looks up at you both and tilts his head. As he walks over to the both of you, he looks between the both of you, and again, he carried on. You feel a small tap on the top of your head, and everyone else, you hear a slight ding. As he looks over to May, he does the same thing, and again, that same ding. As you both feel a sense of calm rush over you. It's not like how the elixir is. It's more along the lines of where you were angry before. You kind of don't remember why you were angry. Caradon, as he does hit you with that, you feel memories rush back for a second. As you get just this odd feeling that your family's not dead. It's
Wow.
they're somewhere, but you just can't place it.
Then
The assistant turns around and walks back to his tent, standing there, and he pulls out his book again as it flips open. One of the random lower archers walks up to Artax. It looks over to you, Caradon, as he holds up a letter and then hands it to Artax. Artax takes it and he looks it over. Then he nods. Caradon, he holds the letter out to you. This just came from one of our messengers.
Ooh, what does it say? I want to read it.
As you take it, I will have to send you said contents of letter.
Okay.
And I will send it to you later when we're done. So, until then, again, you do get... I can tell you this right now, it is a letter from someone you know.
Like,
But-
okay. Because there is one person that could send me a letter, but I don't know them.
Either way, you do have a letter now, and that's about it.
Okay, thank you.
That letter is very crucial to your own little character development here. So yeah.
Alright. Then I will, with what the assistant did, I will calm down and retrieve my dart. And leave her alone for now.
For now, until he gets upset again.
Mm.
Anyway,
If that's anything, but-
are we going to the blacksmith?
Yes, let's go there before we start trying to kill each other again.
So
Or
you
let's
all
at
set
least
out.
Get out of camp.
So you all set out to the blacksmith. The blacksmiths.
Yes.
Yes.
I would like to hunt along the way.
I'll also hunt along the way.
We'll need to both roll me a survival check then, as you're going.
I don't catch anything. Cause
Wait,
I'm
hold on.
worse.
Do I still have that deal from before, or was that gone?
It never happened.
I would say because of how big you are, you did eat it.
Okay. I will take it off.
Meanwhile,
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
How often can you use Elixir H? Oh, god.
well, the way I see if I'm using it in combat, it takes energy, but out of combat, I can just use it to give effect just myself.
You're huffing pink gas. What the fuck?
Well, I guess it's more
So
like
again,
just
you get
pouring
about
gas.
you get about there. This time following a bit more of a stone-laid path. And as you're getting along the lines, day does turn to night as you do get closer. Again, you find yourselves just about halfway there before night does fall on to the group.
Set up the turret again.
Set up the turret. Trox does his thing.
Trucks, are you going to try to find you guys a place where you can avoid my encounters? It has been a day.
No, I'm just I kind of like, as we're like walking along the road, I kind of just like see this down tree, and for some reason it just looks so comfortable. So instead of finding the actual spot, I just tell people to rest there.
Yes. Okay. So, who is going to be taking first watch?
Me.
Okay. Caradon, I want you. Give me 1 second, because I'm going to roll from this list. Need to pull it up. Give me 1 second.
Hey, Dominger, what about that natural 20 I rolled? Like it's,
Yeah, you said you were gonna hold that.
Yeah, that's a different thing. You will, like I said, you will find that out later on. Okay. So, Caradon, I want you to roll me a 1d100, please.
Yeah.
What? Ooh.
Oh god, we let him roll. Oh god, why do you let him roll?
Fuck is wrong.
You actually roll 2.
Oh yeah,
As
he
you
got
guys-
a character killed in the last campaign. So.
That wasn't my fault.
Holy.
That wasn't my
Jesus.
fault.
Damn it, why did we let him
Wow.
roll?
As you guys are coming to a rest, literally right off the trail, sitting down amongst yourselves, lighting the campfire, you hear the occasional. Hang on, actually, I need to find something that I can use with this. You know what? I need to go grab a pencil real fast.
Uh-oh, getting serious.
Oh, is it gonna be for sound effects?
Just a little bit, yeah. Excuse me, I have to move my drink here for a second. So, as you are all coming to a winding down in yourselves, you hear. I need to actually know if you guys can hear this. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantabulous.
So every once in a while, down this path, down the way you're going to, mind you, as you're sitting there and you're listening to the sound, every once in a while you just hear.
Is that like a man walking on a wooden leg or something?
Yeah.
As you do look over, you see an old man. He's holding a traveling cane. As he looks at you all, as he looks at you all, you hear one last little.
Kill the old man.
No.
Please, no.
No.
Please no. I didn't do anything. I promise.
What's
That
he
was
got
out
on
of
him?
character.
No, that was not out of character. That was actually him. I didn't
No,
do
I
anything.
meant for
promise.
like me
I know.
saying, okay.
Oh, I know. That's just he's currently looking at a giant minotaur, a human, 2 humans actually, a high elf and a slime with a sentry turret that is currently locked onto him. Do you think he's not going to say, "Don't kill me"?
Oh shit, that is true.
That is a very good point.
How
The
tasty
fence
does
is
this
the
old
funny
man
part.
look? Is the question.
I turned into a giant
Not
owl.
very.
He does not look that good.
He's old.
Hang on, actually, because I know it was an old man. I don't remember what the rest of it was.
The older it is, the more it's tenderized.
No,
Uh,
that's not the it's not the case actually.
Human meat is not like wine. Not get better with age.
Secure like
can't As he-
actually hush while doing this voice.
As you're sitting there and you hear him again talking, you hear him speak up a little bit. I have stories.
I'm just gonna ignore him.
I mean, we're not gonna kill you, but suppose there'd be no harm if you wanted to rest with us, right? As I'm like fiddling with the tray.
He walks over and he walks over and sits down next to you, Caradon. You know, back in my day, these old little machines, as he does gently tap the top of the turret, not really trying to hurt it at all. He just taps the top of the turret a little bit.
I'm gonna.
These things were a myth. The Forge used to be able to make these things completely self-aware.
It's gonna shoot me when he tapped in. Oh shit. Like, you just see the turn just shoot me in the gut. Son of a...
Sorry. I didn't think you'd do that.
It's very sensitive when I'm working on it. Son of a bitch. As I'm just, like, laying down. Fucking... Damn it.
Sorry, you're the only one who can heal. Just tap him with my foot. Except he's gooey, so I guess I'll just get Garoon on my shoe.
But again, though,
You know, like I said, these things would be self-aware back in the forge.
Back in the forge. Why is he... Old man, what do you want?
To share my stories.
stories. And as he does that, he does rub his thumb and his fingers together a little bit, like the signature sign for money.
And then I'll tell him, beat it, old man.
No, that's not very rude. The truth is that we're all broke.
Actually, Evian isn't. And,
Actually, I'm not.
actually, no, I'm not. Oh, sorry, Evelyn. I keep forgetting that I renamed the character. Okay, yeah.
Well, most of us are broke.
Okay, so...
As you do say this, he's just he stops staring at everyone else and is just now dead-eyeing you, Evelyn.
Okay. Okay, before we carry this on, how much is usually, this is out of character because I really don't know how much usually people pay for stories and stuff.
Every price is different.
Okay.
Take a guess.
1 copper.
Can I insight check this guy?
Go right ahead, Caradon.
50 silver.
Go right ahead, Caradon.
I'm not good at it, but like I just don't trust it.
As you kind of look over at him, from the haze of how tired you are, you kind of just get the feeling that he just wants money. He wants to share his stories and he wants to share his stories and make money doing it.
Can I make an insight too?
Yeah. I
Sure,
was
go
thinking
ahead.
Can I make one since I'm the one who's going to
Never
be
mind
paying?
then.
Yeah.
Everyone's rolling insight and none of us are
Yeah.
gonna get it.
And turns
Hold
out getting
on.
shot with your own turn kind of distracts you.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
No one got insight. No one.
Evelyn.
It's been a long day.
Trucks. Actually, trucks. That's right. Using the left. Trucks. As you kind of look over this man, you get the feeling that yeah, he just wants money, but something about the way he talks and about the way he's already gone about just telling you, just trying to get you involved with his story so far, can tell you that there's some truth behind it, but at the same time, there also may be just an equal amount of lies behind his stories as well.
But there's got to be some useful information or something that we can
What
use.
if I
So,
were to give him it?
Stop lying, old man.
I'm not. I'm not lying.
I pull out
Okay.
a bottle of colored liquid.
I am going to tell him that I'm going to give him 50 silver if he wants to tell us his stories.
As you kind of pull out the 50 silver from your pouch, you kind of see him. You don't really see much movement from him, but you do see a thumb kind of go, his thumb from the hand that's not holding his cane, go up, and you see his entire arm just kind of go up a little bit, like a couple times up.
Like,
Okay.
what?
So So I'm pulling out 50 more silver.
Again, you see his thumb go up a little bit more.
Old
Really?
man.
As his thumb goes up a little bit more, I want to stare at him.
You see him.
-1 intimidation? You're a minotaur. You
I
can
have a -1 to
Um,
charisma. It's charisma based.
You don't have proficiency?
Nope.
Wow.
Okay.
It's a gentle little.
1 gold it is, old man.
You see him kind of scratch his chin a little bit.
Just one silver.
Okay.
Don't kill me.
You say 1 silver.
Yes, just
Yeah.
one silver. That's all.
That. Moving 1 silver from my pouch. Okay.
As you give him the 1 silver, he rests his cane on his shoulder as he does take the silver and put it into his own coin pouch.
Well, let's see. I have a few stories. Do you want to hear the one about...
Have I told you that your voice acting is amazing? By the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have I ever told you about... No, has anyone ever told you the story about the scientist who made his own town?